Hello, hello, hello. If you are not hearing music and you are a VOD listener, that's very good. This stream is partially a test of the audio splitting thing. I am listening to Raylis's music set list, but I hope to be able to use copyrighted music and then simply log it off. Anyway, I am now live. Yep. And we are going to shill myself to my friends very quickly. Channel. So today we are doing shrinky dinks, and we are going to put some resin on them and sparkles. Ooh, some UV resin. Yeah. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee hee hee. Where is... Gonna resin your charm shortly. Anyway, I should make a go live tweet. I need to get a starting screen, but I don't even know if is this thing picking up? Yeah, it should be picking up pretty well. I don't know. You're supposed to start for like an hour. That seems like a waste of my time, but maybe some people would like it. I don't know. We're gonna start shortly here, actually doing the thing. Okay, this is going to be a short stream. Okay, I made a tweet. Okay, so we're going to start with me here. So, aren't I cute? This is not really the canonical colors. I had some issues figuring out how to do desaturated stuff. I got through those issues, as you can see with this guy here. Yeah. I like that one. This one's like a trace from my mama's design. I wanted to figure out the color palette, but didn't work out so well. But I like this, blonde Churl, kind of sassy. And this one's more of an attempt at a Churl in motion. My intent was to use these holes here, then tie string and kind of run them along a scene, and I may still do that, but we're going to give it a resin coating today. And I think I'll spare the sparkles on this one, but maybe a little on the sides. So we have a variety of glitter, which we're going to throw in there. I have foil, but I forgot to bring it down, and I'm never too happy with how the foil looks. Here's a charm of Rumi Umemi, and it has some foil in it. And wow, that really stands out, doesn't it? It's kind of nice that it stands out. Maybe there's some tricks you could do with it. See, this one's got some of the seal on it, so it's got a little bit of a surface there. That's what we're going to go for this, and we're going to start with me here because I won't feel as bad as I ruin it. So this is UV resin, and we're going to be using a UV light. Just got it today. It doesn't have an on-off switch, so I have to plug it in or plug it off. Plug it off, yeah. For now, we will have it unplugged because the UV resin cures really fast. This I don't know about. I've been like affixing this stuff with these tacky stuff, and then I move it outside, and so I try to find a flat surface and all that jazz. But if I can just move this over, then I shouldn't need to do that, right? So it'll have less chances of messing up or being uneven. So I'm really glad to have this new technology and this new stuff. We are going to use resin. We are going to use sprinkles. We're going to use toothpicks. And you'll see why I use the toothpicks shortly. Let me go grab my hot chocolate and a paper towel. Yeah, got my hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. Who doesn't? I try not to eat that much chocolate for ethical reasons. With the chocolate trade, which kind of cringe, but I would rather not eat stuff that people suffered to make. I don't know. Anyway, to give you an idea how large these things are, this is about almost a foot, right? 11 inches? No, that can't be right. I guess it is. Yeah. Well, that's pretty big. Obviously, this is not going to be on my keychain. It's going to hang up in a window or something. So this stuff cures very quick in UV. So we're going to leave the UV off. How was your day? How was your day, friend? What did you get up to? What did I get up to? It's hard for me to recall things that are hours ago. We're going to use some yellow. We're going to use some pink. And we're going to use a dash of green and maybe a teeny dash of blue in ours. Now this is a very large one. I don't think I've ever made one this large before. So it's going to be a bit of an experiment for all of us. I've got some other ones I really wanted to do, and part of the reason I'm doing this stream now in the middle of the night, and it's going to be a short stream, is because I really want to get this one done to post. This one is of Chromu. Oh, hi, Void Room. Your day is just about over. Have you reflected on it? I always try to reflect on my day. Why is that Dempa fish so evil looking? This Dempa fish? I don't know. I made it while she was really sad, and it's meant to reflect her crying. We'll get to Dempa next, I reckon. Hi, Hera. How was your day? Have you reflected on it? I was just about to reflect on mine. I woke up at 10 p.m. yesterday. My power went out for a minute there. And then I spent 6 hours playing Slay the Spire. And I did not get a win. It looks like she's been damned to eternal torment. Yeah, she has. That's Dempa's normal state of being. Damned for eternal torment. So I played 6 hours Slay the Spire. I did not get a win. I got pretty close. There was one run I was like, oh, I should like pause this and then go play it on stream. But like, then people would be like, oh, he only can win if he gets a really good start. And that's probably true. It's a hard game, especially on A20. Haha, noob. Yeah, damned fish. Anyway, I lost that run even. It was a crazy good run. I actually play better on stream, I realized, because I had to like explain what I'm doing, and then I have to at least make it make sense to myself. So this came today, and also came some toner. I don't know if you all use toner. You should. It's the #1 way to extend your skin's lifespan. It just kind of changes the pH balance after you get out of a shower. Look into it. But mine came in a glass bottle, and the glass bottle shattered. And so it made this huge aromatic stink. But anyway, that came a lot later in the day. I went back to bed for a little bit. Got up. Had some sausage. Oh, you played Thumper for 10 hours? Did you actually, how many S ranks did you clear? Void, you played Thumper, that's a long time. That game seems hard. You were like going for the S ranks on that like level 1. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, fuck. The yellow glitter lid popped off. This is going to be, it better not, spill everywhere. I don't. You beat it! Hell yeah! Good job, Void. We're gonna heavily lose the yellow here. That's gonna be the main sparkle color. But we're gonna have an accent of red. Oh my god. Well, pink. Well, I guess that's the main color now. Maybe I should probably stop. There's going to be more than enough. But, oh, God. Okay, we're definitely not adding any more. This, I was just making this earlier. I went over to a friend's house for Hanukkah, but I'll get there even later. So I got up. I made breakfast. I came down to the garage. I streamed from a garage, and all the lights were on and everything, and it was heated up to 1 billion degrees, and that's because last night the power went out, which is why I was in bed so early that I woke up at 10. And I had gone up just to eat some food and use the restroom, because I don't have a restroom where I stream. Yeah. So if I ever have to actually... don't worry about it. I got buckets. So, I had gone to bed because when I got up there, the power went out. And so I was like, well, the power might be out for a couple days. So, no point going back down and shutting everything off and not being able to stream. I had wanted to stream yesterday. I'm so creative. Thank you. Yeah, I am creative. I do a lot of various artistic projects. Ooh, I got another really great thing today, which will be a whole nother stream. But check it out. 2 pounds of moldable plastic. Oh, I have a moldable plastic guy right here. I was gonna paint him. So this is Wave Pal. Yeah, gonna give him a face at some point in acrylic paint. So I actually made quite a few things out of this. It's where the fuck do you live that you don't have a bathroom in your house? The cold wastelands of Siberia. I live in the woods on a cliff, and my garage is in a swamp. And we're very rural out here. And that's all I've ever known. That's not true. I've lived in other places. But this character, this crazy person who lives in the woods, I don't know. I don't really have like lore or anything. It's just me. But just me is pretty lore. I am a monster who dwells in the woods. Like, I'll have to walk home from here in the dark, completely dark. It's like 1.5 miles, and it's raining, and it's through the woods. And there are, like, large animals out there. I've seen cougars. I've seen so many bears. You know how many times I've like tried to walk home and oh, there's just a bear outside my house. Or I want to go to work or some shit and it's like, oh, there's a bear between me and the car. It's gotten better. Learned how to keep them from wanting to come. Okay, this is looking good, I guess. Way too many sparkles, but nothing to be done about that. Yeah, so bears are cool. I love them. I get along with them fine. Oh, there's a little spot there. Not a lot of bubbles today. So this stuff takes about like a minute. Well, I've timed it and it was a minute. And I didn't want to risk going lower because who cares if it's like a minute. Better than a dirty city like me. Yes, absolutely. I hate the city. I do go there sometimes. It costs like a fortune. I have to take a ferry. It takes like $50 for me to go to a city. Drooping Flesh. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I have a offering of promotions. Oh, that's so great. So great, Drooping Flash. I'm just so grateful that you came by. Now, is the real meta not to ban these bots, but to just time them out for 100 years so that they like can't come back, but you still get that sick follower, right? Unable to time out user. Maybe because the meta is to find them in real life and do things that Twitch doesn't allow. I don't think they're real. I don't think they exist. But they're gone. Anyway, this is probably ready to move down. I've never made one this big, but fortunately this thing can kind of move around. Yeah, so then I drove to the grocery store so I could stockpile food because once the power starts going out once or twice, it can happen again. It was snowing yesterday and I don't want to get snowed in. The machine for the bot physically exists somewhere. Very true, Hera. Very true. And somebody coded it or whatever, or maybe they didn't even code it. They probably, Chat GPT, make me a spam bot. And that's probably all it takes, honestly. ChatGPT, stream for me. That'll be the next step. There's already those AI generated like Simpsons shit. You know, I had like given up on art. I had stopped really doing artistic things until the AI stuff came around, because then I was like, well, all the people who are doing it for a living, why, they're going to get driven out of it. It's going to be purely the land of the schizos, and physical art will be a thing once more. And so, because I never really liked the digital stuff. I do use digital to like do like the underpaintings. This one I'm really proud of here. This one is going to be another one I'm really excited to do. This is my friend Alice Bunn. She's really cool. She's a streamer. I was just watching her stream. How many 7s does she have in her name so I can shout her out? How many? Well, maybe if she shows up. But you want to see the underdrawing I did for this? Like, this is so bad. Like, this came out pretty good, right? You seem like a type of person who plays a 3DS with the 3D on. I've never had a 3DS. I've only had a 2DS because I didn't like the 3D. I know what I want when it comes to consoles. I know what I want. All right. This is what that came from. Where did I save it to? Downloads. Yeah. This is the base drawing I did to make this. I then trace over it because the shrinky dink plastic is clear. So I'll do like an underdrawing because you can use like the undo tool, and it's easier to like get your lines. And then I, actually polish it in colored pencil. And I want to do some of that on stream. I don't know about doing that tonight. I'd wanted to do it tonight, but I have an early doctor's appointment to get my meds, meds. I need them. I'm far less schizo now. I'm sorry. I should be giving you guys the full schizo. I really wanted to start drawing when I was fully bipolar and all this stuff, but anyway. Oh, this is probably done, or at least the parts that it's been over are probably... Okay. Yeah, that's done. Probably can't see it very well. I'll post some photos to Twitter, but it definitely feels better with a nice sheen, and it also keeps in the color, except for I did it on the wrong side. This is the side that needs the color kept in more. Also, you can see where I didn't color it all the way completely perfectly. There's those little holes. You don't really notice it IRL. So I don't know if you've seen my design. That heart thing is a pelvis. Isn't that cool? And then it's like a spine. Yeah. I'm really fond of it. Dempa did a great job. Okay, I need to seal the other side. I like them when they're both sealed, but maybe I can control my sparkles this time. Oh, it's a little bit less even on the other side now. I wonder if that'll have any impact. So I went shopping. I got a bunch of chips. Not a bunch of chips, but some chips. So I have some food down here for when I'm streaming. Most of what I got was like vegetables. I'm a big soup head. I make big soups, big pots of soup, and then I'll throw in like curry or like frozen organs. I really like hearts and gizzards of chickens. Anyway, health is good. It is, but also it's just like food's good. Now, a lot of that is because I'm currently not really working. I occasionally find odd jobs, and so I have a lot more time to cook. I don't, shit on anyone who is like doing a job and cooking and not cooking. Like it takes a lot of time to make actually good food. Your mom is very talented. Yes, Dempa Fish is really talented. She doesn't know it though. She sees one person write a tweet that is actually quite positive, and she'll take it quite personally. Anyway, not to expose her. A super? Yeah, I'm a super. But I don't know if you call it a soup. I'll really work on the broth. Oh, and I picked up supplies for Flip. I'm gonna fucking make Flip. Have you ever heard of Flip? I saw it on that guy Townsend's channel on YouTube. I don't know if you know him. He's a old-timey... Yeah, I guess that's his whole shtick, is like early America guy, but he has a YouTube. Anyway, Flip is a drink that you make out of ale, and then you beat eggs and sugar together and mix that with the ale. So it's hot ale mixed with eggs and sugar. And then you mix that with rum, and you slosh that back and forth between two cups until it's smooth, which is a cooking method that... Oh my God, you know what I'm fucking... Oh, I'm fucking up. This thing shouldn't be on while I'm doing this. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh God, this is going to be so fucked up. No. This is your fault, chat. This is your fault. I don't know if I'll be able to get in... Oh God, it's covering up the holes. It's not cake. It's a drink. So you, please don't seal holes. Oh my God, they're sealed. Ah! I had to stab through the... Ah, it's on my hand now. Oh God. I wish I could say that this was your fault, chat, but honestly, this is what happens when I'm doing it myself too. I always fuck up something. Look, it's like half congealing. It's like half congealing because it got enough UV light exposure. Oh God. I really fucked this up, didn't I? That's okay. This wasn't original art. This is why I started with this, is because, I did a lot of coloration decisions, and, obviously the hair is quite beautifully rendered, but that sounds disgusting. Mere error. It's over. gotta quit forever. I don't know what you mean by that, Hera. Yeah, gonna die. And it got on the whatever this thing is. This is some like plastic I was gonna throw out anyway. All right, I don't know. It's gonna be like warped as fuck. It's gonna be like wobbly and it's gonna be all fucked up and goofy style, but you know, that's in character for me too. Okay. So then after I went shopping, I got back here and then I started cleaning the garage. I mean, I had to reorganize all these fucking boxes. I've been going through all my old family photos. I have like tens of thousands of family photos and shit. And so much of it is like not very great photos, but I'm scanning them all anyway. And then there's some cool stuff. I wonder if I have the monkey lying around. I got this photo of a monkey that came to my first birthday party. Yeah. UV radiation. It is deadly. It is deadly. Oh, sorry, I shook you, chat. You deserve it though. Yep. Can you turn the UV sideways? Probably. I don't know if it'll quite fit around it. Oh, it will. It will fit around it. Why aren't you smart? I actually measured it when I cut this thing, I measured it and I was like, oh, it's about a foot. And then when I measured I actually measured the charm at the start of this, and I was like, oh, it's a little bit less than a foot. So I should have been able to figure that out just from the measurement. Thank you so much for your input, Void. You are so smart. Yeah. Okay, which one should I do next? I got a Dempa. I got my Chromo. I got my Alice Bun. I got another one of me. I want to make some new ones. I want to make some pins too. I've been meaning. I kind of want to make one of you, Void. Oh, hi, Alice. So this is the Alice here. I guess since she probably needs to go to bed, I will do Alice next. Alice is really cute and really nice, and she was just playing Spyro earlier. So you know, give her a follow. She is also an artist. Yeah, I want to do one of you, Void, or your character. Yeah, I want to do lots of charms. They don't take that much time, honestly. They are fun to do. I want walls of them. I hope to, if the streaming is large, offer making people charms as like a commission service. I don't really want to monetize the channel at all, but I would love to make people charms of things they really care about. You know, there's so many people out there who don't have any merch, and you know, the one big fan or themselves, they would probably really love a charm to commemorate their time as a streamer or their time with, you know, their favorite, you know, streamer. And I'd love to, you know, supply that. Anyway, this is done. Look how freaking warped up it is. Oh my God, and it like sealed. No, okay. Oh, and I got this weird thing here. You know, this stuff never happens when I'm using the sun. When I'm just using regular old good old fashioned sunlight like God intended. Okay, did I just grab a tiny piece of a paper towel and not the whole roll? Give me 1 second. Yeah. So then I cleaned up around here for a number of hours. So many hours. And then by the time it was sun coming down, I had plans to make a bunch of shrinky dinks with my neighbors, actually. and we did Hanukkah themed ones because I went over for Hanukkah, and they made ragalush or whatever. None of them are like practicing, but it's fun to play dreidels and make Hanukkah charms, I guess, and eat Hanukkah food. It's the 4th day, supposedly. You're gonna go back to sleeping. Good night, Void. I hope you have pleasant dreams. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the tech help the other day. I really appreciate it. Look, my mic is so much clearer, and I don't have a blue outline, and there's a chat box on screen, and I'm actually splitting the audio today. So, VOD watchers, feel free to put on your own music, because there should hopefully not be music. I'm just testing it out. That way I'll be able to do, copyrighted music in the future. Not that I listen to much mainstream music. Oh my god, I totally got jammed up these things. There's music? Oh my god, is the music not coming through? I don't know if you're trolling. That's so helpful. Okay. There should be music coming through from application audio capture, but is there music now? Is there music now? I was trying to make it so that the VOD was getting certain music. No. Really? You're not trolling me, are you, Hera? Serious? For serious, because you're kind of a troll, okay? But for real. Okay. Well, then I will switch over the audio capture to... You would never. Yeah, sure you wouldn't. Okay, we're gonna switch over to VB. Okay, now is there music? Now is there music? Is there music now? Okay, we're gonna do Alice. I'm gonna flip this. Ugh, let it harden all the way. I wasn't trolling at first, but the opportunity was too good. So you weren't trolling at first? So are you trolling now that the music is not there? Are you trolling when the music was there for the second time? I'm seriously trying to troubleshoot here, new tech. So please, if you could give me honest feedback. I really have no room to say this because I trolled a streamer for like months on like them always being muted or whatever. There is music playing. Was there always music playing, Alice? Okay. I'm also going to maybe turn it down very slightly. I mean, I'm happy to turn it down. So you can set it so that the audio channel you're getting is not the same one. Okay. I'm going to try to toggle off the VB. So now it should not be going to the VOD. Yeah. I don't know, it doesn't look like there's much music playing, but anyway, we're going to do Alice now. Alice, I think I'm going to go with pink and blue sparkles, not to be too obvious here, but those are your theme colors. Yeah, so you can split your audio so that certain audio is going to the live stream and certain audio is going to the VOD. That way you could like play the Rolling Stones or something, and then it's not going to show up for Twitch's, censors and things. And, I think people would rather listen to that. And then I think VOD watchers would rather be able to put on whatever they want. All right. Thank you very much, Alice. Yeah, I need to figure out how to be like listening to my own music, my own audio inputs. Since supposedly it wasn't picking up earlier. Sorry about that. Okay, let's not mess up this time. I gotta get everything ready. And you know what? I'm gonna use the pads because it's never messed up where like stuff has dripped off and then gotten onto it before. And maybe that's because they were elevated on the pads. And I really don't want to mess this one up because it's not like I can just... I don't have anything to like go back and trace off this one. I did a pretty good rendering for this one beforehand that I could, you know, recreate it pretty quickly. And there's a few things I'm not totally happy on, but I'm really happy with this one, so I don't want to mess it up. What did I do with those pads? I said I won't need these anymore and just threw them away. What happened? Well, here's one I was going to use earlier on like a ruler. Okay, and we got to remember to turn this off. Woo, yes, got to remember to turn that off. Okay. Now we can seal Alice forever. Protect the colored pencil lines. I really like how colored pencil looks on these things. You can also use Sharpies. You could really churn these out pretty fast if you were using Sharpies. I'm happy with how this one came out. I've been so inspired recently. Probably the ADHD medication. If I had to guess. And also the cold. Not being able to wander the hills as long. And I've completely covered up the hole again. Yay. Man, I never have like messed that up before. Maybe it's the streaming. Maybe it's the not being like right there at eye level with it. I'm normally like right up in it. But fortunately, since the UV thing isn't on, we'll be quite able to salvage the hole. I tried to talk Alice into letting me do 2 holes, but no, 1 hole is enough. So modest, so doesn't want to ask for too much, ask for multiple holes. I asked, I want to make one for Sakamoto and his girlfriend after you and yours, so we can meet up again. And who else? There was another Chromie who was asking me about a meetup from Seattle. But I can't remember who now. They're in my DMs. I'll check. Ah, there's another hole. Okay. That is so deep, that hole. And it looks like it's spilling out onto the table below it. How on earth am I gonna... Yes, you do. You do need to finish that. Slacking. What colors are you thinking of so far? And I will continue with my story of my day. And then I came down here after the Hanukkah thing. And the Hanukkah thing was quite nice. So I guess that was the finish of my story. And then I spent a really long time trying to get this stream set up. I have no idea. I had no idea what I was trying to do with the... It just keeps pouring out. What am I going to do? This never happens. I have no idea why today is so different. But I had like issues with the Hanukkah stuff too. I got this stuff on this mat. This mat came with the light. So maybe it's like resilient and the UV resin will not stick to it. But I'm kind of doubtful. It is like silicone or something. So maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I should wash it off. Maybe if I like. You sent me the image of the idea, but you got color concepts. What's the inspiration for them? Do you have a lore? Do you have a, or is it just like literally her? Oh, her favorite characters, right? I think that's what you said. Did you? Okay. I am not letting this one get ruined. I spent way too long on it. And the resin is not worth messing this up for. So I'm going to remove a lot of it here around the hole. And then I'm going to move it. Oh no, the thing is so trapped. Okay, we're going to remove all the resin. All the resin. Sorry, resin. Sorry, factory workers who produce the resin. I am... Some color coming off with that. Oh my god. What am I going to do with all these resiny... Oh god. Your colors aren't fading, are they? Yeah, took me a long time to set this up. And try to figure out the yeah, look-wise, she's very much like White Len, but her character's probably going to be a Lunarian. So that's how she meets my character, because she was sent to the moon as part of her lore. But there's going to be too much lore with Nick, because she isn't really interested. Are you really interested? You really liked the FNAF lore. So do you have, like, some very elaborate lore? Also, White Len. I know another person very heavily inspired by White Len. But I have no idea who frickin' White Len is. I have no idea. Is that like Toho? Two Who's? I know a lot about a lot of genres and stuff, but there's a lot I do not know about. Okay, take two. Why did this one have that happen? And how to avoid it again. And I definitely slightly damaged the colors on this. I am so pissed off. Holy shit. There's like a billion things named Lunarians. Hera, not everything is Final Fantasy. Okay. I can send you this short story based on her lore that was written for me. And White Len is from Melty Blood. Right. Nick is a gamer. And a fighting gamer at that. Which is, I know nothing about fighting games at all. Honestly, I know so little. There was once a girl. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start this and then I'm going to read that. Let me get this going. Okay, this time it's going to freaking work. This time everything's going to be freaking killer. We're going to even apply the sprinkles in advance cuz I'm so sure it's going to work. Please excuse Hera. All they know in life is Final Fantasy XIV. They have no other life. They can only communicate in Final Fantasy references. It's their special interest, after all. Okay, I probably used just way too much of this stuff last time. That's gotta be it. Copage. And this time it'll go well. Oh my, now it's hard to get the sprinkles off because I put them in first. Why would I attempt new things on stream, making a charm that I spent a long time on? I'm such a fool. I'm always such a fool. But people don't want to see streamers succeed at things. Then it makes them feel worse about themselves. So the best thing you can be is an idiot, I think. You know? Make everyone feel good about themselves. Now it looks like you have freaking acne. I gotta pull this stuff, pull it. I mean, it shouldn't be bad when on the actual, when you're actually looking at it in the light. And hopefully that stick is doing its job. But how will I get the stick out? The stick's just going to be like sealed. What on earth am I thinking with any of this? Oh God, I spent so long on this charm. I've waited so long for this to work. Please. I mean, I guess I can make another one. All right, I'm going to plug it in. We will attempt some kind of tricks here. And if, it gets sealed with the stick in or whatever, like, I can always take a drill to it. That's what I did. Actually, in my very first charm I ever made, I realized I forgot a hole. So before the resining process, I took a pick. And I very, very delicately smashed a hole in it. And it worked. Like, it freaking worked. Like, it wasn't a nice straight hole. And I had no idea that, like, I could use hole punches to make that even at the time. The first one I made took, like, weeks. And it ended up getting lost in the frickin' mail. The one person who may be watching this VOD was the person it was for, a friend in Poland, and it was so sad that it got lost in the mail, because the rest of the package didn't even get lost in the mail. It was just the charm, and it was so tragic. Okay. There's a hole. There's also a weird little bump on the hole, but the hole's there. And we can sand the other thing down. No, that's never gonna happen. But it does have a hole. It did come out. It's mostly working. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna read your lore here. Let me take a sip of this hot cocoa. I'm a big cocoa drinker. There was once a girl who only craved the smiles of others. She tried making jokes, yet her classmates did not smile. She tried making food, yet her family did not smile. She placed flowers in the empty vase, but her lover did not smile. There were, however, those who smiled. They smiled at the girl's pain, especially if they were the ones who inflicted it. The girl tried to tell herself their smiles made her happy, yet she could not smile herself. "Would you like everyone to smile?" asked a pastel rabbit, overlooking the rail on the bridge. The girl wanted nothing else. She said yes to the rabbit and descended towards the moon. She became a lunar goddess capable of bringing joy and smiles from her luminescent throne. The earth was at one, finally described as peace. However, the girl could not leave the moon, or her power would wane. As such, she would never see the smiles she created. A tale from a maid's diary. Tragic. Tragic. But it never said if she learned to smile or not. So we'll have to see. All that trouble, and it did, in fact, come out. Okay. It did work. It did come out. It's got sparkles, and it's got a soft, smooth surface to paw at, but it does have this little bump. This little bump. How to get rid of this little bump? Well, I don't know. Probably we'll figure it out. I will probably use a sandpaper. Maybe a little file. The maid is actually another VTuber that is a friend of mine. So you're the pastel rabbit that absconds with people to the moon? Why would you do that? Do they want to go? I guess they did. Are you like a magical girl-esque transformation creature, turning them into otherworldly horrors? Now, there are two sides to all of these things. There's the front and the back. And the front has a lot of the colored pencil charms and is very kind of... But the other side has a much smoother look, always, in these things. Kind of blurs together. And that's the side that looks more professional. So, hopefully, this side's going to come out fine. Yeah, I think it will. We're going to use a lot less material. We're going to use a lot less of the UV resin. Yes, I also keep souls that are lost in limbo to keep them safe as well. Limbo with you. Okay, we're going to avoid using any sparkles on this side, or maybe just a touch of blue on the very edges, but we're not going to fill it out with frickin' sparkles like before. And we're also going to use a lot less. They cannot speak to me, though. Oh, yes, I also keep... Okay. They cannot speak to me, though. They are only rabbits to me. A lot of people would be a lot better off, in my opinion, if they were rabbits. If I had to keep company with a random person or a rabbit, I would probably choose the rabbit. I do quite like rabbits. We had a few around here. There was this like wildlife petting zoo type thing that still exists and is kind of nearby, but they let go of the rabbits. And the rabbits were taken and dropped off here in my little town, my little spot of the woods. And they interbred with the local hares, or maybe they didn't, maybe they just deteriorated or whatever, but they became sort of these mixed breeds and were very loose. And they eventually seem to have died off. I don't know. I saw some, as recently as like the year before last, and this year I was kind of not really around, so maybe I was very depressed this year, so I didn't go my usual walking routes that would have taken me to see them, but they were kind of like half show rabbits, half real wild rabbits. Very interesting. But it's hard to make it out in the wilderness if you're not really a native design, if you're not really a wild animal completely through and through, being pretty colors. But they lasted quite a while. Okay. Maybe a teensy bit of blue. Teensy bit of blue. Teensy bit of blue. On the edges there. Yeah, on the clear parts. This side should look very nice. It's all done. This will probably be the show side. Though it's got you kind of facing the wrong way, doesn't it? Your tattoo is on your right shoulder in this one instead of your left. What's the story behind the rose tattooer? I don't know if it's a rose. It looks kind of like a wild rose or something. Not a wild rose, but a fancy rose. Okay, this time it's thin enough that it is not. That it should come out good. Okay. Hole's fine. It's just so thin. But it's not that thin. It's just like the size of it, as if it was a smaller thing. Okay. This side came out good. Yeah. You know, maybe I should think about it purposely doing the reverse image on the side that I can actually draw on. So the other side is the one that is the right flipping. I don't know. Yeah, it's a rose. It's just something she had before she became a magical girl. And she has a couple of other tattoos, but I haven't designed them yet. Is this the Tetris theme song? No, this is copyright free BGM 24/7 lo-fi jazz cute and more. It is free to use music by the VTuber Ralis. He's a cat. He's a kitty cat, and he meows. He also does a lot of other interesting, cool projects. His Twitter is very cool. He designed the VTuber VT Chaos, which is like the it lets you do stream element type stuff with like exclamation points in YouTube, but there isn't a way to like do it with points, so it's like redeems and timing and people spam it, but you know, chat interaction. I don't have those. Ah! Ah! What the? What the?
Being in the theater, I couldn't take it when she started singing.
Sorry, did you, holy shit. What the fuck? No, a streamer added me to, oh, am I, I'm so sorry. Okay. No, somebody added me to their Discord call, because if you're a mod in a Discord, you can like forcibly add someone to a call, and they added me to a call just so they could scream and yell. Oh my god, I had a freaking heart attack. I'm like sitting here, no music at all, because I'm just streaming it to like the virtual bands. Gonna fucking scream at her after stream. Oh my god. They can do that. Since I'm the admin of your freaking Discord, I could do it to you. All right, that side came out great. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, that it's hard to show off. I'll take a photo later. Thank you, Alice, for coming by. Look at this. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? So cute. Yeah, this side came out great. The other side came out fine too, but I mean, literally you can't tell, and like, it's, you know, tiny little thing I can sand. Yeah, I'm glad you love it. I will. I look forward to giving it to you, and I look forward to you finishing Nicole's reference sheet, or you know, just doing any sort of character of them, so that I can make one for her too. I know you have like work tomorrow probably, so go to bed. But thank you so much for coming by. And yeah. Okay, one down. I was planning to do all of them and then do other stuff, but that was clearly a mistake. It's going to take me a while to get through all of them. But these were the largest ones. And you will get it done. All right, well, I'll bother you about it. So, you better. Oh my god. Okay. Now which one to do next? They're watching the Hunger Games and they really needed to express how short someone is or something. I have no freaking idea. Ugh. Okay, one got done. Now to do Dempa, who just fucking did that fucking jump scare on us. I thought she was about to start saying things instead of just screaming. Anyway. Well, maybe I shouldn't be using like the same color. Maybe I should be doing like complementaries or like the accents. Now this one got a little warped. This one's a little bit silly style. You know what I mean? Yes, that is the reason she is so fucked up and goofy like that. I know a few more places I'm supposed to be chilling myself, but blah. As remembered. But I'm going to be doing this stuff. I might as well. Tons of people. Promo. Okay. So he's gonna help when I can. What's he gonna help with? The people are drunk. Oh, I love it. I love it. Alice sent me her Nicole's design. Combat boots. Yeah. We will send Dempa to hell. What are we gonna seal her in? What colors should we seal this in? Where'd my other big charm go? God, that got so messed up and silly. Oh my gosh. Learning things tonight. Okay. Now, using a pad definitely seemed to help last time. Like keeping it from spilling all over. But will it help enough? Because this one's a little bit wonky. So there's going to be like pooling. Definitely not using too much definitely seemed to help. We were definitely overdoing it on the big pieces. I was going for like the same covering ratio as I do with like the small pieces. But obviously like the surface tension is a little bit different on that kind of thing. The surface tension when they're small, like this one, right? The surface tension when they're smaller is going to be greater. So you can go right up to the edge. You can have it be more bubbly. I think that's really the only real downside to the UV resin is in reaching like the big bubble point. Because I think the surface tension is a little bit different on the little bit less viscous than the like stuff that's drying as you like mix it on. I guess you can like kind of wait with the other stuff till it's like the right viscosity. Anyway. Yep. So I do want to try doing some other stuff on stream than these charms and art, which definitely I want to be a major part of it. I also want to do some reading, but I don't want to do like any sort of long novel or book, because I've seen a couple streamers do that, and they're like people I want to check out, and then they're like, I better start with the Greeks, and so they start with like the Iliad, and it's like, yeah, definitely should be part of any sort of serious literature education, but I think you don't just start with the Greeks and read the Iliad for a 50-part series. I don't think it's the way to go, because I don't know, streams where people can't have missed a stream. I mean, obviously, like, I've read the Iliad, I could just tune in, but it still feels a little odd. And then what? Are you going to go on to the Odyssey? There's a really great webcomic version of the Odyssey that I haven't been able to find. It was by, like, Big Brain or something, and they made, like, a comic of Homer's Odyssey, and that was really cool. Or am I getting my authors and names wrong? It could be. Which would be pretty cringe. But I just want to read, like, Wes Anderson's story. I mean, the Brothers Grimm and that kind of thing. Short stories. I'm a big short story head. I've got a collection of old sci-fi pulp. Really short stories, like 3, 4, 5 pages. I don't know if you know what a pulp is, Hera. I don't know how educated you are on sci-fi, but did you know that for a time there were more sci-fi books physically on Earth, published even, more sci-fi books that were written and were published and were physically present, more titles of books that were sci-fi books than every other form of literature ever made at the same time. Sci-fi was over 50% of all the written word in the world, or at least in the English language. That was back in like the 20s and 30s. Sci-fi was just that popular. You know, before TV, I don't know what radios were doing, but if you were anything, it was sci-fi. And so that was the golden age of sci-fi. And sci-fi books would be printed on what are called pulps. Very, very cheap paper. Very easy to deteriorate. So I have a collection of them, and they are in good condition, and that's pretty novel. Because they deteriorate pretty bad. But I'm a big fan of Asimov. I've read every Asimov I've ever been able to find, which is very substantial. Yeah. Are you sure? Have you checked the moon? Check the dark side of the moon, Hera? Hera says, did you know that there's more sci-fi publications that physically exist on Earth than on the moon? And this is probably true, but I have not seen any studies to back it up. That sounds like something I should talk Musk into doing, just shoot up a complete library of all the books in the realm. I know when he shot that car, he sent like a book in the glove box or something. Oh, but you couldn't see it. I thought you would have night vision, Hera. Honestly, honest to God, or at least, or like dark vision, true vision, spirit sight, one of those. This is not doing anything, but yeah. So I was definitely using too much resin. That was definitely a big part of it. Okay, this one is done. At least this side. I like know it's done, but I still, you don't want to stick your finger right into it and mess it up. I'm not a dweeb. I don't use dark vision. I don't know if you ever played D&D. I think maybe you mentioned you have. I'm like super not a D&D head. I like much prefer almost any other role-playing game. But it's kind of funny how many classes how many races have like built-in dark vision. It's like, and then, games are basically, we almost started pouring while the light was on again. This thing really needs like a button I can slap. I have. Only dweebs use dark vision. So you weren't an elf. You weren't a dwarf. Human warrior. Was that what you went? Orc, perhaps? I think all the like really weird classes also have dark vision, like the furry classes or the dragon bro classes or the like half angel, half devil classes. They would all have dark vision, right? So it's pretty much only the human. Orcs have dark vision too. So you had to be a human. Like, does anyone besides like human and maybe halfling not have dark vision? Like, that is, how do humans even survive? You'd think everyone would, kill them in the dark. But I guess that's why they have fire. I don't know. Turtles don't have dark vision. Was that what you were playing? What the frick is a turtle? That sounds like even more of a dweeb class than something that has dark vision. Sounds like one of those classes that's meant to be killed by the DM because he hates it so much and their dumb class feature. Is it some like meta power game pick to be the turtle? I thought you meant in real life. I meant like your character, right? Hera, the like 10-foot alien daughter of Sneed. I can't think of your character without laughing. So that's Oh, no dark vision. Not a nerd. Okay. Okay. Not a nerd. Gotcha. Nerds would never play 10,000 hours of Final Fantasy 14. That is for cool chads and Sigma aliens. Do you have dark vision? I actually kind of do. I grew up like out in the woods. I can walk around without a flashlight. I don't use a flashlight. It has to be like really the middle of the woods. Like I also know like everywhere around here. It's only 5 points, only 5 o'clock. I know it sure as shit ain't 5 o'clock for you. Also, it gets dark here at like 4:30 this time of year. I'm pretty far north. You've only played 5 hours of Final Fantasy 14. So you really did delete the account, huh? Also, that art your sister did was pretty good. You should convert all of your currency into art from her. If that was the currency system she plays with. I'm very new. I only downloaded it yesterday. Please uninstall. Save yourself now. Pain to sue. my buddy. She drew another, but hasn't shown it to you yet. Because you haven't paid. Saving it for Christmas, perhaps. What the hell else am I going to do with my time? I don't know, Hera. You could stream. You know, you could hit that go live button. You know, that you used to hit. Do you even still have your fucking stream keys? This is done. I don't know why I take so long. I'm just using it as an excuse to go open Discord. You know, that's what all streamers do when they say they're going on a break. You can't make me go live. I'm a chatter now. More like a chatoid. Well, it was a little wonky when it started, and it's a little wonky now, but it's smooth, and it's got that good hand feel, and it's sealed in the art on it, and it's got little sparkles. Very cute. Very nice. Very sealed forever in hell Dempa. As she should be. Very suffering. Very suffering. All right. We got Chromu. And we got me. Mine shouldn't take very long. If you go live, what will you play? There aren't any games. Maybe you could not play games, you know? I know. Games are fun or whatever. I just don't like them very much. Video games are kind of cringe, if you ask me. The only games I want to play on this channel are going to be really groggy stuff like Slay the Spire, Battle Brothers. There aren't many other good games. Dominions is something I wanted to stream, and I almost fucking did it again with the UV light. Okay, not going to do that. I wanted to stream Dominions, but Dominions sucks. It's a horrible game. I hate it so much. It takes so much of my freaking life. It consumes me. It consumes me. And the players, you have to find good players because single player is just masturbation. And I don't like games that I think I already know I'm going to win, right? If I know I'm going to win from the start of the game, I stop playing immediately, right? Because there's nothing to find out. Maybe it can be fun on the way there, which is why I don't like a lot of games where you can continue or you have lives that are infinite, right? I like roguelikes or other challenging games. Maybe. I don't know. What are you going to do? Report me, huh? I'm sure you can, right? I should probably have this mature content, but I don't swear that much. This is a 14 and older platform, okay? You cannot be on this platform if you're younger than 14. So even if you're not 18, even if something isn't for 18-year-olds, they still have to be 14, okay? And not just merely mentally 14 like you, physically. I love this Chromu so much. I really love this one. I drew this. This is to celebrate her becoming partner. I don't know if you heard Hera, but Chromu became partner. A lot of that is from collabing with your Triteri Oshi Pippa, who she's become quite good friends with. Well, she's been growing her numbers on her own, but partner with whom? With Twitch, you twit. God, she's so great. She had a big convention this weekend. I mean, she was selling art at a convention, and one of her fans bought out her entire booth so she could give it away for free. And they made her a cake to celebrate her reaching partner. Hey, Twitch, what we're on, what you're watching me on. You're just trolling. You're just trolling. You're just trolling. I know you're just trolling. Let's see, and a little bit of blue, because the blue will actually pop. The pink's just going to be there in the light. You would never troll. You know, if anyone else came in this chat and chatted like you chat, I'm probably going to time them out. So enjoy you get to be the privileged shit poster of the channel. Anything you want to talk about? Any subject you'd like to talk about? I can ramble on like literally anything. I can pretend to know what I'm talking about with anything. Is this not good chatting? No, it's great chatting. You're the best chatter. You're the best chatter by far. Aren't you special? So I really wanted to fly down to that convention, but I'm glad I didn't because I had other stuff that ended up coming up. And it's always good when premonitions like that turn out correct. And also it would have been expensive. But I ended up actually buying a lot of stuff from that con without even going there. Well, good chatting isn't enough. I need great chatting, okay? If I was going to make a charm of you, Hera, what would you like it to be doing? Is that like a crack there? Weird, like, surfacey thing. Was that like tearing? So originally this was going to have an empty spot right here, and the hole was going to be in that, but I kind of cut. There was like a little bit of, I don't know what the technicalities of charms is. Well, I'll do it. What freaking time is it? I have a doctor's appointment at 9. It's currently 9. I have a doctor's appointment at 9 in 12 hours. That's plenty of time to sleep. I'll do another charm after I'm done with these charms. We'll start one from scratch, and I'll show you exactly how it works. And we can just use one of my many art books in my large art book collection. I live kind of near a retirement town, and retirees from a certain generation and of a certain income level and of a certain racial makeup and whatnot like to collect art books. And like they're things that go on the kitchen counter or the like glass countertop, and then they die because they're old and it's a retirement community. And nobody wants these books. So, and they're very hard to ship because they're so large. And while they may be expensive if you were to buy them new or try to get them shipped to you, they're incredibly cheap to buy secondhand. And I'm a great lover of art and of prints and of books. So I have a very large collection that I got for very, very cheap. And I like it quite a bit. Now this is a freaking chroma right here. Yeehaw. Probably the second charm I ever made was of one of her fan characters. Oh, I should make a charm of my fan character. The weird little owl bro. I still don't know what to call them. I was thinking literally whose. But that's kind of cringe, you know? Were those specifications meant to be a guessing game? No? It's just hard to tell what like specifications are. Come on. Am I pushing in the wrong hole? I am. Trying to shove it in the wrong hole. Kinda? Very cringe. Yep, very cringe. I'll come up with a better one. I have a way with words, they say, when they're being very kind and very understanding. Then they say that. But not often. Not to my face. So I'm really just assuming they say it. You can tell that I'm checking Discord, probably if you were smart. Yeah. What would you like me to stream, Hera? What would you like me to stream? Roblox? Is there a book you would like me to read? I should pull up some poetry. There's some great poems I really love that I love to give readings of. Yeah, Roblox. Will you find me a good Roblox railed? What's the first one? How many lines is this? This is a pretty short one. I will read you a Keats poem. Maybe I'll wait till we're drawing the other side, because this side is done. Yeah. This side is done. Woo, this side came out so good. What are you looking for Roblox? A game where I am a savage predator hunting the innocents and collecting their souls. A game where I am in the wilderness, having just a splendid time of it. We're not going to use any sparkles on this side because, I don't know, the sparkles they don't look good on this camera. They look... I love the way the sparkles look normally. I don't know. Maybe these sparkles are just kind of cringe. Maybe these ones are too fine. Normally the ones I have are like a little bit bigger, and I just got these, and I don't know if I'm happy with how any of them turned out. Like, look at this one. The sparkles really sparkle and shine. I don't know. I'm not going to use any sparkles on this side. Kill and eat noobs. Oh, I almost did it again with the frickin' Kill and eat noobs. Dinosaur Simulator. Amalgamations Island. Is that like the island, the game that's on Steam right now? And who stole from whom? Did you watch that really viral video that's been out on YouTube recently? The one about plagiarism? It's pretty wild. Really made me rethink some things. It's like, damn, they're getting money that easily and they don't even write shit? Like, I at least write good enough to edit things so it wasn't totally obvious I've stolen it. I should be on that fucking grind set. God damn. What are my audio settings at? So there is music right now, correct? Because I'm going to... Yeah, okay. No, Dinosaur Simulator and Amalgamations Island are creature survival games. DS possibly being one of the genre's pioneers. I see. The genre's pioneers. I don't know. There is music, but your mic is muted. No, it's not. I can see it on the thing screaming. And also you're responding to me. Man, I remember doing that to Rumi a ton when she was new. It was so funny. Yap, yap, yap. Watching them yap, yap, yap. And they don't even know that they're muted because they muted themselves when they were told that they were muted when they weren't. So funny. I regret it severely because it's so cringe, but at the time it was funny. Also, my camera was muted. I'm not using my camera mic anymore. I switched over to this Blue Yeti that I got pretty cheap, refurbished. You ever get refurbished audio or refurbished equipment, refurbished electronics? So many people buy stuff and then never use it. You know, I bet this mic was bought by someone who wanted to hit go live and then they never did. No, the hand cam is muted. The hand cam itself. You cannot see my hands. That's muted. I see. Or the colors. The colors are muted, perhaps you meant. You're probably not even watching. Probably in audio only, sitting there in bed, playing Final Fantasy XIV as we speak. Grinding against some bunny rabbits, because that's all you can beat, because you're a total noob at it and only just installed it. Wow, okay. I'm just kidding. There we go. Looks good. This side is going to be the side I post. Well, it may as well ban me because you hate me so much. Yeah, so true, so true. I'm going to now read a poem. A Keats poem. I don't know if you know who John Keats is. He was the lyrical poem master. Great spirits now on earth are sojourning. He of the cloud, the cataract, the lake, who on Helvian's summit, wide awake, catches his freshness from archangel's wing. He of the rose, the violet, the spring, the social smile, the chain for freedom's sake, and lo, whose steadfastness would never take a meaner sound than Raphael's whispering, and other spirits that are standing apart upon the forehead of the age to come. These will give the world another heart, and other pulses. Hear you not the hum of mighty workings? Listen a while, ye nations, and be dumb. Wow, so moving. Can you hear it? Do you get what it? Do you get it? Do you get the references? Yeah, I know you do. It's so obvious. So obvious I don't need to explain it at all. We'll read some more. This is after dark vapors have oppressed our plains. After dark vapors have oppressed our plains for a long and dreary season, comes a day born of the gentle south and clears away from the sick heavens all unseemly stains. The anxious month, relieved of its pains, takes as a long-lost right the feel of May. The eyelids with the passing coolness play, like rose leaves with the drip of summer rains. The calmest thoughts come round us as of leaves, budding fruit ripening in stillness. Autumn suns, smiling at eve upon the great sheaves, sweet Sappho's cheek, a smiling infant's breath, the gradual sand that through an hourglass runs, a woodland rivulet, a poet's death. Which Keat? There's two of them? John Keats. John. I think there's probably more than two Keats even. There's probably like a whole lot of Keats. So many. All right. The Chromie was done. This was the goal. I had to get this done tonight because if I wait any longer, it'll be weird to be like happy partner on Twitter, right? Which follow me on Twitter, guys. I got a Twitter. I'm not going to link it or anything because that's cringe and Twitter's cringe. I should probably delete it. But look how cute that is. Look at that. The hand is meant to invoke a no autographs. You know, I know I'm famous. No autographs. No pictures. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Let's see. I think this side looks better. Obviously the side without the frickin' sparkles. The sparkles are not fucking sparkles. This glitter, it doesn't fucking glitter. It doesn't fucking shine. This glitter is like dirt. It's like pink dirt. It doesn't catch the light at all. Like, the fact that this isn't even that shiny should have fucking told me. I cannot fucking believe this shit. It's basically just colors that I could mix into the thing. I feel like so scammed. It was cheap as hell though, so that, I guess. But it was like Walmart, man. I should take this back. I should get a refund on my like $1.40 pile of fucking glitter. All right, we have one more to do. The one of me. And this one was hard. This one was pretty inspired. I didn't even use an underdrawing. I just went straight at it, which is how we'll do the one we're going to do after this. We'll do a fresh one. And yeah. And we're not going to use any goddamn sparkles on it. As much as I had wanted to. Just simply because they are so low quality sparkles. This one I'm really proud of. I really like the way my feet look in motion. Maybe I should have put one of my owl bros on here. God, I don't know what I'm going to call them. Maybe I won't call them anything, you know? No, that won't work. Did you ever come up with a fan character, Hera? Joke not found. There's a pair of Keats. Oh! Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. Cahoots. That's so good. Yeah, I think I probably will. That's Top Runner for sure. That's so good. I gave you my hooting last time, but I had the crinkly mic. I'm gonna give some hooting again while this one dries when we get there. There's so little stuff going on in this one. I feel like I gotta put in glitter, but the glitter's so bad. It's just like dirt. Maybe I could use it as dirt, right? Okay. So I'm going to use some green, and I'll put it in on the bottom, kind of like grass. Holy shit! No. No. Oh my god, get out of here, grass. Get the fuck off my fucking feet. Oh god. Look how unfucking shiny that is, too. I guess it kind of has like a little meadowy look to it. Maybe I could put in some others and it would be like flowers in a meadow. It'll look better on the reverse, I guess, to have this like on the other side. Maybe. And I'll drop a little color in there, too. Like cohorts who are in cahoots. Yes, I get it. And it's very good. A little yellow to sort of lighten it there. Yes. It's like a background. Some feet marching on the ground in the forest and the grass. That's kind of cool. But look how unshiny it is. Like, this is kind of shiny. But, like, the stuff itself? No. Oh, shit. The UV light was on this whole time? Oh, my God. The UV light was on this whole time! It's kind of far away, though. Maybe it wasn't doing the thing. Maybe it's not going to be horribly mangled. Oh, my God. Did I really have the UV light on this whole time? Okay. All right. Now we can do it. Wow, the glitter shines a ton under the UV light, but not so much under regular light. Maybe it will look better in that sort of light. Okay. I'm going to give my owl a call here. Yeah, I am bad at this. I am. I'm so awful. I'm going to give my owl a call. And the barred owls respond to me when I do that. Yep, they do. My cahoots. I've my back. Okay, what am I drawing for the next one? I could start setting up that stuff because this is everything else is freaking done. I did my pile of freaking charms that I had to do. God, this took so long. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 40 minutes? And like this is terrible owl sounds. Cats aren't even scared. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That would scare a cat. But barred owls aren't really like big enough to take a cat, probably. You know. Okay. I should be talking about literally any subject because I could ramble about any subject, but try and talk about nothing. So I got into this after seeing KK Cyber do them. Well, okay. I didn't get to see it. I got into this because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see her doing them. She had a collab with Picky, one of my favorite VTubers. I mean, they're both one of my favorite VTubers. Picky's the one I think of if someone had to make me say who was the best VTuber, like objectively for skills and shit, I'd probably say Picky. And for like authenticity. But that doesn't mean she's my favorite. Just that she's the best, you know? People can have a favorite golfer who's not, you know, Tiger Woods or whatever. I don't even know who's the best golfer these days. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And on the other side, it kind of works that there's grass on the back side. So we will not put any sparkles on this side. Ooh, but if we did like a splotch of color, do you think I should play Skyrim? I've never played it, but people always seem to think I have in conversation. That's an excellent question. It feels like everyone has played Skyrim. I played a fair amount of Skyrim. It was really good for being on a console. I had a PlayStation 4 for a while. I bought it used from someone. I think it was stolen, honestly. Well, it wasn't stolen. It was somebody sold their family's PS4 for weed money. They traded it to their dealer for weed. And I bought the PS4 from the dealer, you know. But it was their PlayStation 4, but, you know, the family probably did not want them to trade it for weed. So, you moralize. But got it quite cheap, and I got it to play Bloodborne. But I also picked up, because it was quite cheap to pick up a copy, I need to turn off this UV light. I also picked up a copy of Skyrim, and then I didn't have to turn on my computer to play it. Why do you know a dealer? I mean, because you can get cheap PlayStation 4s. Adoy. Also, I used to work very seriously in the nonprofit sector in like a soup kitchen, and I befriended a lot of the kids there and whatnot. And a fair amount of people do drugs. And so we were a very accepting place. You know, you weren't allowed to do drugs there, but we weren't going to like not give you free food because you do drugs. Because a lot of people in the streets do. And I became friends with most of the town that way, honestly, working there. I was kind of a local darling. They would say, we will know the rapture comes because Churl will not be here. Because I'd be the only one raptured, was the intent with that saying. Yeah. And I don't know, I knew a lot of people. But not anymore. That place closed. The soup kitchen closed. And with it, my heart and my coolness and my community I'd made. And so I turned to the internet and the weirdos on the internet. And that's why I know you, is because my sense of community was shattered by the closure of a nonprofit. Are you the Antichrist? The Antichrist would never admit to it. That's part of the shtick. But no. At least I don't think so. Would you even know if you were? And is the Antichrist an evil figure, just for working evil or being a herald of the end times? Probably not. And wouldn't you want to get in on the ground floor with the Antichrist anyway, you know? If you're going to get on the floor at all. Maybe not. I love this way this looks. With the green in the background. This stuff may not make very good glitter, but it makes good dirt. Okay, and we'll put a tiny... We're going to make some yellow flowers. And you know how we're going to do it, Hera? We're going to pour out some yellow on the... I don't know what this is. I'm going to say the working surface. And then we're going to take a toothpick that has some of the epoxy in it. And we're going to grab a bunch of this up. Nice dab of pure color. And we'll just put that in. It's not fucking going in. Okay. And we'll just put that in as a flower. No? You're not going to... You're literally not going to do it? This works with the other glitter, by the way. Okay, that kind of looks like a flower. That kind of looks like a flower. Maybe this yellow over here is the stuff being lit up by the lamp. I guess I could like yellow this edge to indicate that the lamp is lighting my way. That's kind of stylish, right? To put a sheen over here. I got to get me one of these lamps. A big old, lantern. I love lanterns. Did you ever even get to the point you had a lantern in Vintage Story? You never did, right? I want to do a Vintage Story stream. Would you play with me? We wouldn't have to play in that civilized area. We could just be savages. Okay. I think this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with this. I don't know why I went with this like weird hole setup here. It's probably going to be more annoying. No. And no, I am bad at Vintage Story. Look, we don't want to get started on the topic of what games you're bad at because we'll be here all night. Okay, that was the last side of the last piece. So we're now going to make one from scratch. So I'm going to quickly put on some tea, and I will grab one of the empty sheets, and we will make some. Give me 1 second. I ain't going to mute my mic or nothing, though. Ain't going to mute my mic. Ain't gonna mute my mic. No, I ain't gonna mute my mic. Let's see, am I having English breakfast, wormwood? Well, I've got the bottle of rum. I could just do pure rum. Maybe that'll be good. When I could open my bag of chips and just eat chips straight into it, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, we'll use the smaller sheets. And I got all my colored pencils here. Got my pencil sharpener. You can talk that much about Vintage Story. I could talk a ton about Vintage Story. Yeah. Okay, that's there. Scissors here. Oven here. Sheet for the oven is baking is in there. Okay. And where's the rum? There's the rum. Here's my rum. Okay, headphones on. I can talk about Vintage Story a ton. So, Vintage Story is great because of the chiseling. You weren't playing. We have this great mod added on that railed that has like different kind of chiseling tools. You can like scrape stuff off, like whole layers instead of having to do it kind of. It makes it a lot easier to make it. And there's stuff that lets you like copy and paste your carvings from one pile of the same stuff to another pile of the same stuff. Okay, I kind of like it. Yeah, it's kind of charming. Ha, charming. Ha, heh, heh. I wonder if that's where their name comes from. Is because they're charming. Now, do you think that this pad that they included with this stuff is actually like resistant to getting that stuff stuck on it? It doesn't look to be, but I guess who cares, right? If it does or not. Okay, gonna move this off. It'll come back when we're ready to seal this charm we're about to make. Okay. So Shrinky Dink is the like store brand name, and they on their like store brand stuff, they will have a previously drawn image, and it'll be pre-cut, and there'll be a pre-hole punch, and then they're all small enough that you don't have to really you were saying what? Not what? Yeah, but it might be not like you'd know. When you inevitably ask, I am saying you are not charming. Ouch. Ouchie. Pain dial. Okay. So you can also draw on these things with Sharpie. All the ones you've seen so far have been in watercolor. Not watercolor, in colored pencil. I have attempted watercolor. It doesn't work. The water evaporate. The water and heating things doesn't really work. And also, like plastic, the watercolor doesn't have anything to absorb into. There's nothing. I don't think it's gonna work. But you can also use Sharpie. So I don't know if you saw my explanation on how to make my little owl bros. You start with the nose. Is Sharpie dead? Well, that's going to be annoying. You start with the nose. I like those big Sharpies. The best way to learn to draw is to use a big Sharpie. You start with the nose, and then you do a figure 8. But you just don't connect it. Or you do connect it. There's various. I'm still not 100% set on if I have it connect there. And I used to be doing just dots for the eyes, but now I'm doing rhombuses with the sort of sides kind of turned in. I think it gives them more character, makes them kind of look shady. And you can do stuff like make them blink or put in eyes or whatever. So that gives you the bases of the face, and then you can have the side of the face either be behind that curve or around the curve. And that's a very simple way to get a kind of shape going. And now, I don't know if you've ever seen an owl while it's sitting down or something, but they really specialize in not having features. They're really kind of scrungly. And so they're perfect for easily drawing kind of things. And this one might be a little bit long, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And then we'll put in some chest feathers. That are just little check marks. Yeah, there we go. We got some little chest marks. Okay, this guy's kind of weird. He's kind of long. This is a tall one, right? But that's okay. Plenty of VTuber fan characters have oddly tall subtypes. I'll just thicken up the exterior walls here because I had slightly done that in one spot. So I'll make it seem like it was a choice, right? Very clever. Now this side over here might be a little bit too small. Oh well. So we're not going to make a charm out of this one. We're going to make a pin. We're going to make a pin out of it. Maybe I'll make like a wall of pins for these. So pins are pins. Yeah. Very cool. Wait, why do I only have the one side of the pin? Okay, no, I have the other side too. Okay. So cutting them. So this plastic is it's not paper, okay? It doesn't cut as easy as paper, and even paper has issues with cutting. You should make a charm that's just a tree and say it's an owl that is camouflaged. I should make some more trees. So part of the like design decision with these guys is like the face. Is like you could just put the face on any character and it is kind of them in camouflage mode. So we're going to do a pin so we don't have to worry about the hole. But if we were going to worry about the hole, I would have to know where my hole punch was. Oh, here it is. So to make the holes that charms that like, you know, you could hang something by. I guess I didn't finish the charms. I guess I need to like do a little hole in them. Maybe I'll do that after this. Okay, is you just hole punch it, right? And then when that shrinks, it's about the right size. And it shrinks into a very small hole. Like these are pretty small holes, but they're big enough to get chains and stuff through. My first ones, I would use a nail. I would take a nail and I would go bop. And so I'd have to do that before I started doing the piece in case it ripped the thing. Okay, so this stuff rips pretty freaking easily, okay? You have to be careful as you're cutting it. And I find with a pair of scissors, not every scissor cuts the same way, obviously, and not every scissor has the same good cutting angle. This scissors only cut well going like this. If I try to go like that, it's going to rip it. So I have to do like this, and when it comes to a part that I have to go like that, I have to flip over the paper, okay? And also, it can be a good idea to, if the thing is very large, working your way in slowly, or leaving buffer zone. If you looked at the other stuff, you'll see that I left a pretty big buffer around the pieces, and that is, of course, so that the piece itself is never at danger of that stuff. And when it is being put the resin on, I like to have the sides be very smooth and round at the edges so that it doesn't do weird stuff. With the Hanukkah shrinky dinks that I did with my friends today, some of them were, I mean, they were all the ones I did with my friends were pre-done ones. Like the design was pre-done. And they were pre-cut, so you didn't have to worry about cutting them, okay? And they weren't intended to be resined either. They were just, you scribble on them, you put them in the stove, happy Hanukkah, okay? But I brought out the resin, and we resined them up, and the ones that had really sharp edges that weren't meant for this kind of thing, they had the stuff drip through. Like we had the stuff drip through with it earlier, so maybe it was just that issue. So I have to flip this to get some of these cuts, because otherwise it would be a cut that would cause it to tear. And I'll demonstrate what tearing is with this piece here when we are done with it. See how I'm coming at it here? And that's a very sharp angle right here. I also have a scalpel, which I haven't had to use yet while doing this, but it might be good if there is like a very tiny nub or something. Now, these areas here might be too loose. And look, if we'll see here, I didn't quite get there on that edge. So who cares? We're going to just go in there with the Sharpie and do that. That's another trick, is you can just cut it and then do the border. That way you'll have always cut to the border. Pretty crafty that way. I, of course, everything I'm saying I learned because I fucked it up. I fucked it up that way. You know, I did exactly. So today I'm learning all kinds of things too, because I messed it up a fair number of times today. And so to get in here, I have to flip it over. And then we'll go up here. And then we'll flip it over. And we have to be very careful and precise. So you can't just do this with big old kitchen shears, okay? Well, you could if you're better than me. So, do it if you're really good with scissors. I'm not. I'm okay. And look, there we have this guy. He is some dude, right? He's some dude. Okay, now I will show you how I cook it. But I don't want to, dox myself here. So I'm going to have to, What am I gonna do? I could make like a camera footage video and take down my phone and stop having the hand cam, and that'd probably make a lot of sense. Ooh, look at my cute charms I made today. Ooh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm moving those off of the oven because that is how you do a shrinky dink. Let me get it started. Let me get it heating up. Right, you hear that? You hear that ticking? A snow owl, it is more based on a barred owl. B-A-R-R-E-D. Not a barred owl like a musician. Maybe I should play that up because I plan to do role-playing stuff. I plan to do GURPS games. My real goal is to get just enough people that I'll have someone there to respond to me when I ask what a character should do in a choose-your-own-adventure style setting. Which, if you ever feel like doing, I'd be happy to run for you. I think I invited you to... Excuse me? Choose your own adventure? Do you mean like you would chat enough to play a character? Because, you might have to leave or something. With your busy life. You GURPed? I GURPed. I don't know why everyone hates GURPS so much. Makes fun of it. I mean, the name sucks. Yatta! Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera. If you see anything, you don't, okay? That is a little toaster oven. We are going to bake this motherfucker. And it won't take very long. Oh. It won't take very long. It's not heated up yet, but it'll get there. And so we place him on a tray and we stick him in the oven. And then he shrivels up because this form of plastic, when it is heated, it shrinks. The polymers get tighter. And so what starts off as this thin guy here becomes those thick bros you were looking at before. And all the color concentrates in it. Maybe I should add a little bit of color. We will add the yellow beak. And Shrinky Dinks, or at least the stuff designed for it, like this, or the store brand stuff that's pre-made, have an abrasive side that has more room to capture color, more room for markers and colored pencil to get in there. I could make him shorter. I could chop him off here, chop up his body a little bit. But why waste material? Why waste ink? I can always make another one that's more appropriately sized. This one's got character, So you heat your oven. They say heat your oven to 350 degrees, which sure, you can do that. It doesn't really need that much. You can do it fine at 280, 290, right? It just needs to be hot enough. And then I use these for manipulating it. I also use a big rubber mallet for flattening it out if it has issues. Because they fold up, but sometimes it has issues because sometimes stuff is slow. And if you'll see, there's these edges here. They could be a place for it to start tearing or something. So this is why the ones I was doing earlier, that took me a lot of time, as opposed to this one, which was very quick because it wasn't even colored pencil, it was a Sharpie. Those ones have big surrounding areas so that they do not have that happen. They have nice round edges so that everything is very safe and it's very likely to succeed. Because when you put in 2 or 3 hours and something is, a hand-drawn piece and it's all original art and all original drawing, and you don't have even a backup thing you can like scan, though you can take a photo and then you could like print it up or something. This also works very well with printed things. So if you're not artistically talented, like you could take your drawings your sister did, print them up, put them under a sheet, and then just trace them and then go in and finish them or whatever. And then you would have a very nice piece, like the pieces I made. And I think that's an excellent idea. I think if people wanted to commission people to do art and then they did that, that'd be very great. I've got a few things from Dempa that are like this weird squishy kind of chibi design. I really want to do all of the ones that I got from her as charms, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe I will if I'm, streaming it or whatever. It has been easier to do art on the streams and like be productive on this stuff. Cause normally I'll have my SoundCloud open. I'll have Discord open. I'll have a YouTube video open. I'll have Twitch open, and I'll have another Twitch open, and then I'll have another Twitch open, And I'm just like also trying to get art done. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to put this guy in the oven now, and it doesn't take very long. You just watch them. I can't get the thing set up for you to watch. Maybe I can. I have to take it out of this holder. Let's give it a shot. We're innovators. We're artistes. No, it's still not hot enough. So what about my hands? Are my hands suitable for streams? I think I got pretty good hands. Yeah. Maybe I should I thought about getting a bunch of organ meat and like squeezing it before stream, so they'd be like canonical hands that would look appropriate to the character if they were like covered in blood. I did legitimately think about it. We're gonna get rid of this. And now obviously with that same sheet and with that same quick method, I could make a ton of those guys. I could make piles of those kind of guys because they're much quicker, right? He's not a very high effort little owl, but he like looks better than them, right? In a lot of ways because he's simple. I should eat it raw. I eat stuff raw. Would that be like something people want to watch? Is like eating stuff raw? I know there's like this dude who like the character is me. I do eat shit raw. Like I eat stuff off the beach. I eat stuff I find, right? There's this guy on TikTok who like eats weird stuff off the beach, and I'm like, I just do that all the time. I should be fucking getting those views. Maybe I should be more of a TikTok streamer. I eat like barnacles off the rocks. Barnacles are so good. I want everyone to just know how good barnacles are. They are so delicious. It's quite a problem how hard they are to harvest, but maybe if everyone's eating them, we'll figure out some good tools. Okay. Must be hot now. Huh? What's the matter with you? Is something broken? Why is there's no power. It's not plugged in. The timer's just ticking. Okay, one second. I need power, obviously. Oh God, the cord isn't long enough. Oh no, the cord is so short. I need an extension cable. Okay, I was going to show you how this is done. I might still try to make it work, but it's gonna be a lot harder to move the camera that way, because I'm at like I had to remove the toaster oven to the very edge of the zone, and I have to keep the phone connected by cable. I guess I could switch over to the Wi-Fi mode, but there are barnacles in my stomach. It is true. And I wish there were more barnacles in my stomach because they are so good. I should just like go grab a rock off the beach and just like eat that on stream. Okay, so these are some charms. I didn't do this one today, but I did these charms today, or I sealed them up. And yeah, I definitely do not. Okay, yeah, I do not like the sparkles. The sparkles, maybe in like full spectrum sunlight, they're gonna catch, but not so much in the regular. God, look how fucked up I got in this one. Look how wobbly I am, and the sparkles are just completely, they're like a fog. It's like you're looking at me through a fog. Yeah. So cute though. Love this design. This one came out great though. This one where I understood that this shit is like actually just supposed to be dirt that is of a color and not actually like glitter. I wonder what it's like called, like officially. I wonder if it's like not called glitter. I wonder if like when I bought it I could have foreseen this, or if it was my mistake, because I was pretty sure it was glitter. This one's my favorite. Tag to the hand. She was originally gonna have like a hat on her that was like the like a celebrity undercover. Like she's got the glasses on too, but it's like, oh, she was trying to just enjoy a nice day and you fucking found her on the street. But then on her partner celebration stream, it was like kind of a short one. It wasn't like going to be her real one. She put on this crazy hot dog hat. And so I've included that instead of the other hat. It was, I was like halfway up the body on the art when she did that. And then I was like, okay, got to change plans. Hope there's enough room. And that's part of the reason the hole is in the hot dog instead of above it. Anyway, oven's hot. We're going to put this guy in. I wonder if there's anything doxing that I will accidentally show, but we're going to try it. Okay. Going to show you heating these things up. Almost threw it in the, oh, see it? See, there it goes. It's shrinking. It's shrinking up real good. Yeah. Is that a giant sword or a broom? A giant sword. Okay, you're not going to see much more, so I'm going to move it back. I'll have to check the VOD later, make sure my giant collection of, hair dogs. Oh. Okay, I need to go pull that out now. I'm going to pull that out with these metal clipper things. Yeah. See, I should show how I make those giant swords, because I'm like a master. I've made some like write-ups before, and I made like I've done a lot of instruction work on it, but so this is called whalebone, is like the at least it was called whalebone for a time. This is a art form of making sparring swords that are non-harmful but still have a big impact. You still really feel them. And I grew up making these as I grew up doing a lot of artistic things. So I've become quite refined, though this one is not my best work at all, but it's been a while. So this is, so it's a PVC pipe. And this is insulation foam of a certain length, a certain thickness to get the ideal where it still really hurts, but it isn't like too soft and it isn't too hard. You aren't going to like actually get injured, and the pipe isn't going to break. Anything thinner, the pipe's going to break. You're going to get stabbed with a pipe. Anything thicker, it's going to be pretty unwieldy, and you won't actually get hurt, right? You won't feel pain, which is a big part of it, right? Is feeling the pain. There's like a lot of techniques with the twisting, and there's a lot of artistic things you can do with different colored tapes. This one was just made in a quick evening with a local kid, so I could beat him up, right? That was all it was made for. I used to do a ton of them because I used to have friends back when that nonprofit existed. I would make tons of them, and I would pass them out, and we would have pretty big fights, and it was pretty sick. But, yeah. I don't have those anymore. But maybe I could make them for chat on live. Okay, the thing was cooling. It should be cool enough now for me to show you. Ooh. Still kind of stuck on there. Okay. Still probably hot, but here we are. In no time at all, I have taken a piece of plastic and made this lovely charm. But it is pretty useless, right? This guy is completely useless, you would say. Look at him. Doesn't have any hole. He just kind of is a bit of plastic. Very, very stylized, very cool looking bit of plastic. But we're going to turn him into a pin. Okay. So pins are a bit different in that they rely on, you can't just not resin them. They have to get resined. So that you can have something that affixes the pin component to it. Okay, set that up. Where did I throw that? Throw that over here. Okay. Which side do you think we should do? We got side with the clear, side with the pattern. We could do it where the pin is on the other side of it. I think we'll do it so that this is the side that's showing, and the other side will be the pin. Okay. Now this is the side that the art was on, so we're going to do it on this side, and we're going to leave the other side undone. Partially because this is a very low effort piece, and because if you're going to seal a side, you might as well seal the side that has the art on it, because otherwise it can be removed. Like I accidentally did on frickin' Alice's a little bit. It came out fine, and the side that's going to be like the side piece, you can't tell because the colors that get in the cracks don't really not come through on the other side. But I'll know that this spot right here got a little bit torn, and there's a little bit less color in the certain spots. Anyway, maybe that could even be like a stylistic choice to make like a scuffed thingamajig. But a pin consists of a pin back and a pin front. And I don't know where all my pin fronts went. I saw a few of them in here. Okay. I need to get more of this stuff. I don't have enough of it. And I guess I can do put the rest of the things on chains and hooks and earrings and stuff. While we're here, before I go to bed, which will probably be when that's done. Okay. So we're going to affix this onto here with the resin. Ah, now that is cooking, right? Let's use our little backing thing. Camera's Oh, my camera's kind of like hooked to the wood, and I've like chiseled away. I don't know if you kind of saw when I moved the camera, right? But I use a giant bookshelf as my computer desk. Partially that's because I love books and I don't love tables, and I like standing. I don't like sitting. So I prefer to use a standing desk because I'm standing the whole time. And it's healthier for me, right? I won't ever need any redeem that's like stand up. Like Churl is always standing. Okay, resin. Where's my resin at? Okay, here it is. Now we will not be using any of that freaking dirt, that colored dirt, not glitter at all. God, I feel so fucking awful. I should have like used that shit on some more test pieces. I should have made pieces like this. Lesson learned. When using a new technique or a new medium, use throwaway pieces first. Of course. I've learned this lesson multiple times already. And it's like, that Alice piece took me so long. And it did come out fine, but like, I would have rather it came out perfect, you know? I don't know. I don't feel I'm a perfectionist by any means. I'm definitely not. But when you like throw it in the last quarter, it doesn't matter who you are, how zen you are, how stoic you are, you're gonna take a morale hit, you know. You're gonna take a little morale hit. Not a big one, but a little one at least. Now this probably works a lot better for small things. Because pins have to hold up, and if they're giant and large, like fabric's gonna move or whatever. But also because you want more surface tension to have it be more submerged where the pin is, you know. Anyway, that seems to be fine. So easy to work with small pieces like this, honestly, and they come out so nice. Maybe, okay, so one thing, I don't plan to ever like accept affiliate unless I got like a lot of people watching, but I want to give people who like follow pins, you know. I'd love to give out pins like this just for people who are, you know, regulars in the chat. You know, if they're willing to pay the fucking mailing. God, so many people around the world have such horrible places to get mailed to. Shoutouts to my bro who my very first charm didn't make it, even though we paid a ton to have it sent there. Fucking repackaging services. I love this chromo though. This chromo came out so cute. Doesn't really look good in this kind of lighting. It works. All this stuff looks a lot better just out and about in the sun. But we don't have that privilege. Okay, where are my other charm attaching things? I've got these. I guess I'll just do these. Like little lanyards. They're not the like metal chains, which I don't have my jewelry pliers with me. I do have jewelry pliers, and I do have those kind of chains. But you know what? Those kind of chains break. Like, not all that rarely. Fiber does not break that often. So I really don't want to lose these. So I'm going to use this stuff, right? So here we go. Obviously, this part really doesn't need instruction or capturing on film or whatever. But, hey, you're fucking watching, so you just pinch it and it goes through the hole. I didn't accidentally seal this hole, did I? This hole is a real hole, right? This is a hole's hole. Yeah. Running my toothpick through Chromu's head. What if Skibbity Toilet came to my house? I live in the woods. What house? I would get skibbitied. I would be converted, right? I'd be a very willful conversion. I'd be like one of those people who when those like jet salt mines or those like conglomerates or like the Borg or whatever take over someone, but their will is just so strong it like overpowers the mind. Well, I wouldn't be like that. I would just like be strong enough to impart my fetishes to it, like the Skibbity Eclectic Toilet hive mind, which I don't know if it is a hive mind. You were like, I think I briefly returned to your stream when you were talking about the hive mind and how it's like not really a hive mind. I don't know. I did not watch your lore video on the Skibbity Toilets. Okay. See, like this is now a charm, right? It now hangs. I didn't need to break out the pliers. I like this a lot more than the metal chain loops. Partially because I just like cloth. I like the feel of it. I really like these as like, fidget toys, right? I like to rub my charms in my pocket. I do. I like the feeling and then to look at them and how pretty they are. And it feels nicer with a cloth chain than it does with a metal one. Okay, so this guy's well and good hardened. Did not need to leave it that long. Finally, I can unplug this freaking thing for the night. This is now a pin. Okay? Very stylish. Very stylish. You can now go pop. And it will stay pinned to stuff. It's not a hive mind. You can actually see them disagreeing in later episodes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Well, I'd disagree a lot and I'd get shot probably. Just being real. The Skibbity Toilets seem like they have too much of a work ethic for me, honestly. They're always out there skibbidying. I don't think I could sing everyone else's tune. I would sing my own tune. See, look, here's a pin in my shirt. Got this little bro, right? I could wear this around. I could show my affiliation to, being a fan of me, being a cahoot, being in cahoots. You know that you're in cahoots if you see someone wearing this pin. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute little pin? Yeah, I think it's cute. Very quick. I really like this design that came up with this character. It took me it took me like no time at all, actually. But I did it a long time ago, right? So that means it took a long time. All right, that was pretty much it for the stream. I don't know who to raid. I'm going to keep doing these little charms while I pull up my thing. Do you have a recommendation, Hera? You could never even come up with someone to raid for yourself. And this is like a new account. You probably don't even follow anyone anymore. And everyone you did follow probably hates you. Just being honest. Renone seems to be talking with Mond. Mond's pretty cute. I'm Not Eds is frickin' streaming. Holy shit, we're gonna raid I'm Not Eds. I'm Not Eds is a very lewd streamer. It's the same account, but that other part's probably... It is the same account, right? Oh, your Discord is a new one because you deleted it, but... Okay. We're going to raid, and our raid message will be... No, it's really, really hard. I guess we don't need a raid message. We can just say hi. You'll just say hi. The hi raid, you know? Or Kahoot raid? Kahoot raid? No, that is so cringe. I don't know if I can ever say that. I'm not red saying you're not. I'm not allowed to raid at this time. Am I too small? Eds won't let me raid. Am I not in the? I'm not cool enough. Oh, that's so depressing. This must be why you never raided, right? That feeling that you get when it says you can't raid them. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Well, you're supposed to raid, but so tragic. So tragic. Okay. We will raid someone playing Chibi Robo because I believe in raiding, even if I follow them, so they must have at one point been doing something I wanted to do. Okay, thank you so much for coming, and thank you VOD watchers. I know there is one person probably watching this VOD, and yeah, you're awesome. Huh. Heh. And other lies, I tell myself. Bye.